So based on the intro, you could see I basically started with one piece of wood like this. This is basically a piece, if it could be a piece of picket fence, it could be any piece of wood that you want. So all I then did is I ripped it into pieces. First off, I started in taking this piece of wood and cutting it into three pieces like so, which is quite fun. Equal length, this is about 30 centimeters or about a foot more or less. And then I ripped these in the length in about 1 centimeter, or how much is that? That's about a third of an inch about. In length, in width. I cut them like so, and I've also cut those in half as well, like to be 15 centimeters long in the end, like so. So I left some of them long like this. The others I cut up into smaller pieces. So in the end, let me just separate these. I'm left with 4 long pieces. In my case, you could, depending on what you want to do, you can do various quantities of these, and a lot of those shorter ones. Obviously, these are all loose from each other and they're all ripped to smaller pieces or to smaller lengths. So what I did do on this piece of wood is you'll see that on the one side of the piece of wood or whatever, you'll see it's got a very coarse finish like that. On the other side, it's much smoother, and obviously on the cut sides, it's the smoothest of them all. They do different colors as well. So what I figured is beforehand, I could have sanded this all off and make the wood look all the same color and the same finish. Would be perfect and it would look very great. But I figured I might want to keep the coarse look on the one side to give it a bit more of a rustic, natural feel in the end product. So what am I going to do with these items? Well, the main thing that I've had in mind is with Christmas coming up and so on, this could be a very good opportunity to make some gifts with your, you can call it scrap wood or your leftover pieces of wood that you've got. So what I'm thinking in the beginning is you could maybe take some of these pieces like so, with the coarse side to the outsides, stack them up like so, however many you need. And like you can see, this is forming a type of a bowl. Now, the nice thing about this bowl is you can use it for pretty much anything. Obviously, it's still open at the bottom, but we're going to sort that in a moment. Let's pretend that I'm building this thing upside down at the moment. So that would be more or less the size of the bowl that we've got here, is that depth. And then obviously at the bottom, you can put a few more of these things, of these pieces of wood, like so. And you would have a bowl, an upside down bowl in this case, but still a nice bowl.